Greetings to the Geek Clan. This is Grimlock Stonehammer with who are you?
Charles Gardner, the man behind the paint.
No. I don't recognize you.
Nope.
No. This is some new guy. I have no idea who this guy is. He's a toy collector, so I was like, oh, let's go see him. And he likes Transformers, and so I decided, well, let's make a video.
I don't like Transformers.
I love Transformers.
I'm pretty much infatuated with them.
Okay, so we are going to talk about Transfomer Seige, and there will be spoilers because it's been out long enough for people to watch it. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, don't watch the video, okay?
No, I actually watched the video anyway.
Oh, well, yeah, well.
Go back and watch the show, too.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It's still good.
It's really good. So, from watching Transformer Seige on Netflix, this is on Netflix, I feel like it's basically episode 1 from the original series, but just extended. What do you think about that?
I feel like it's episode 1 as well, but it's 6 very short extended episodes.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they did with the Castlevania when they only gave us 4 freaking episodes. And,
you feel like you get a screw job.
Yeah. It's just like, come on, Netflix, but they weren't bad. None of them were bad. They were really good. And I like how they give more backstory to the Generation 1 Transformers that the original fans grew up with and make it fresh, but actually pay homage to other Transformer franchises also.
Right.
That you see. And you can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the first things that comes right out of the gate is you see Wheeljack and Bumblebee looking for Energon in the very first episode. Now, if you remember in the first in the original series, this is what happened in the first pilot episode. Right? Mm-hmm. And what is the difference between this Bumblebee? Like, he looks the same like Generation 1. And, obviously the voice is going to be different because I don't think that actor is currently still alive for the original.
Chainsaw Massacre behind us going off. You hear that?
Yeah.
So Leatherface is trying to get in here. But Bumblebee is different because he is not an Autobot or a Decepticon.
And he's not nice.
He's kind of a jerk.
He's a jerk! And this is, Now, I discussed this, with Wayne, the elder of the Star Wars archives, and I talked to him about that, and he agreed with me. And it's just different. It's just like, wow. And he actually talks too, guys. So that's a different thing because it seemed to be like the new
over a decade. It's been since the movies and everything made him silent, and then some of the cartoons did the same thing.
Yeah, and it just gets ridiculous. And when are we gonna see Bumblebee actually talk? Bumblebee is and he's not this frigid, scared guy either. In the original series, he was just he was scared of Ravage, right? Yeah. And he was scared of everything. And he was just this little whiny character. And I know the newer Transformer fans are like, but Bumblebee is the coolest character ever. And I'm like, no.
I like Bumblebee. He's he's up there in the top 5 favorites.
Top 5? Seriously?
Yeah, for Autobots.
For Autobots, okay.
Yeah. As far as Decepticons, it's different because the Decepticons for me are the top of the food chain. So
we can disagree on that. But anyways, so, what did you think about the show when you watched it? What were some of the cool things that you actually liked about the show?
I like how Megatron's kind of like a hero on this world. He's not the bad guy.
Yeah, well, they did do that before because they're doing another arc where he was a gladiatorial warrior or whatever. And they did that with a different arc also. And that wasn't part of the original. The original was Decepticons were military robots. And the Autobots were the laborers. And they were made by the Quinticons.
Right.
Okay? Yeah, you could correct me if I'm wrong on the original law.
No, you're doing good.
Okay, so this is why in the show the Autobots are weaker. It seems like they're weaker, and the Decepticons are more organized, I would say, and their views are different. Like Megatron is more, I will unite Cybertron by force,
Right.
and Optimus was like, no, you can't do that. That's not a thing. You can't do that, and you actually see a very different Optimus. You see an Optimus who hasn't found himself yet, who hasn't found the leadership role, I would say.
Right. Yeah, definitely hasn't found that.
No, he's still a little bit badass, but he's not as badass as the original Optimus we knew and loved. But he's more like the Orion Pax version, would you say?
Yeah, I think they'll get to that, though. I think they'll definitely get to
I think they're going to flush him out, like... That's the difference. He's like not the Michael Bay, because Michael Bay just makes everything.
Yeah, turn Megatron into a
wimp, and Optimus into this punching Grimlock in the face, knocking it out. Would never happen thing. But they do have origins in the series with Michael Bay series with the Allspark,
right?
Which is something. That they talk to, but it's not a cube. It's a 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
Thing. I think because they took that from Transformer Cybertron, but you'll see like different pieces from different other universes in this that actually make it well done.
Right. Like they have Bulkhead in there, who's not like part of the original launch, who's kind of
Bulkhead was in it? I didn't really see him. I don't remember seeing him. I have to rewatch it.
I think Bulkhead was in there. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. So.
Oh, you're wrong a lot. Why did I have you? Oh,
because I got fancy toys.
Oh, you got fancy toys. Yeah. Which we will actually do a probably video about that. I'm actually trying to get a person who used to work for Hasbro to join us one day.
That would be cool.
And talk about toys.
Tell him to bring some down.
I don't know what he has, but he's pretty good. Just make sure you don't try to get him. Oh, wait, you're not the clown, so he'll be safe. Okay. So one of the things that they had was they actually had the space bridge. And it was big. Right?
I love the battles for that. To make sure that the Autobots don't get to that. The Seekers.
Yep, we have Seekers. I don't think, and when we watched it, were they called Seekers?
I believe so.
Maybe in the comics, but I don't know.
Not in the cartoon. They weren't called Seekers.
They weren't called Seekers in the cartoon, but in the comics, because you know more about the comics.
Yeah, I don't think they called them Seekers in the comics either. I think this
is this recent?
I think so. I could be wrong out there. Like I said, I'm wrong a lot.
If he's wrong, leave comments below. Say, yep,
don't
he's
call
wrong.
me a jerk. I can't help it. I've been hit in the head too many times with steel chairs.
So we have the Seekers. I think the one voice actor who's doing Starscream is on point. It's the typical Star. It's kind of feels like the Generation 1 Starscream, but slightly different.
Yeah.
Slightly different. He's not as cowardly or conniving yet, I would say. He is to a point, but he has to met with Jetfire, right?
Yeah, he's trying to overstep his boundaries. He's trying to...
With Jetfire.
Overstep or dethrone Jetfire, because Jetfire is like Megatron's second-hand man in this one. He's not, which is weird.
But if you remember in the original series, they used to be pals. There was an episode where they used to be pals, and they flew over Earth, and Jetfire got caught up into the thing, into the atmosphere and crashed. You remember that episode? Yeah. So, Mr. Claus he said he likes Jetfire. They give him a more deep story to him. So he's actually a Decepticon. He has a Decepticon logo on, which is interesting. To see. And another interesting to see is that Alpha Trion is actually mentioned in this. Also, and he's dead. Which is kind of... If you don't know who Alpha Triad is, he's the elder. He's the mastermind of building
The Autobots.
the Autobots, making them tougher, because the Decepticons were taken in. So we see Shockwave and Soundwave. You see their rivalry, which is more in Generation 1. They didn't do that, but now that's a thing. They have a good rivalry, which I like. I'm a Soundwave, okay, but I love Shockwave, and he's a Soundwave guy.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. Shockwave's okay. I'm a Soundwave guy. I just didn't like how they kind of made him like kind of a bitch in this.
No, I don't think so. Did you see what he did? I don't see that happening. I think he did. Laserbeak is like the original Cybertron Laserbeak. Mm-hmm. Okay, we did see Ravage too. I love the clone was hilarious though. I did not know. See, so Shockwave apparently has a really twisted personal humor, I guess, and decided, well, since I don't like Soundwave so much, let's make a clone out of him.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Soundblast.
Soundblast, yeah.
And I have him.
You do have a Soundblast. Now, was he in the comics? Because he was never in the cartoon.
He was in, I believe, Series 2 for the cartoon. And he was in the comics. Yeah, he's back there. He's hidden by the GoBots.
So he is not Autobot or Decepticon.
No.
He's his own thing.
He runs like a
He's like a drug dealer, kind of. Yeah, with the Energon.
Yeah.
Thing, and it was kind of funny. He's like, "Yo, you think you can fool me?" And whenever we see Red Alert, and he is the main medical officer in the Autobot side. So you're expecting to see Ratchet, no Ratchet, and we're like, "Where's Ratchet?" Come to find out, you find Ratchet, and he has a really good background storyline to him.
Yeah.
And he really didn't want to work with the Autobots. And he was fixing both Decepticons and Autobots.
Yeah. He had no love lost for either side of them. He's just doing what he thought was the best because he connected to that one Decepticon and was very upset when eventually the Decepticon held up the falling debris and it collapsed on him and crushed him. Trying to remember the guy's name.
Yeah, he was a jerk. But he was all about, he thought uniting Cybertron by force was the way. He thought, Megatron was good, and why is the Autobots fighting this? And they actually explained the whole friendship between Optimus Prime and Megatron too, which is in the comics. Sometimes they're brothers, but they're always they always fought together.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the Quintessons were actually mentioned.
And I don't think so, not yet.
No, and we do know about the sister planets also. They did mention the sister planets. One thing that's also new is they actually bumped up the original female Autobots in this, and they have a bigger role, like Alita 1. Mm-hmm. And that's Prime's squeeze, and she's pretty badass. I think they bumped her up pretty good with the command thing. But she doesn't see eye to eye with Optimus a lot, which is different.
Yeah, Optimus basically telling her to trust Jetfire when Jetfire was coming to help them out, and she's like, "No, I don't trust him. The minute you make a wrong move, I'm blowing your head off." It's like
it's definitely darker than the original. And then I think I would say it's more teenager-ish, because some of the stuff that they do, or Ultra Magnus is in there.
Yeah, they torture him.
Yeah, they blow him up.
But they said they're torturing him with electrical stuff.
Yeah, and the thing is, Megatron hasn't fully became evil because Shockwave's like, well, I have certain methods, and you told me I'm not allowed to use them. And then as things get the ball rolling, Megatron's like, yes, do whatever it takes to get the information we need, blah, blah, blah. And Shockwave's very evil. He's a mad scientist and
Yeah.
very crazy. Is there any new characters or any... Who's your favorite redo? Well, not redo, but reimagined of the in the series?
Probably Starscream.
You like Starscream a lot? Yeah.
Yeah, I like Starscream a lot. I'm starting to like Bumblebee a lot too. I want to see what they do with him. Because, like I said, they ended that way too short. And it's like, it's really...
I know why they did. Because I think the second season... Netflix, you better give us a second season.
I think, like, seriously, though, it's kind of hard to get really attached to any of them right now because it's still fresh beginning storylines. But I like how Starscream's trying to step up and not be like a whiny little
female dog.
Yeah. He's trying to be like the one. He's trying to be like, yeah, no, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. And you see a lot of Seekers get destroyed. You actually see Autobots and Decepticons get blown away.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a lot different than what we're usually... Because the only time we saw them get blown away was the animated movie. And I'm not a fan of Ironhide. I don't like the voice for Ironhide. I just... Like, he's not... I don't feel like he's Ironhide. I think they missed the ball with him.
Yeah.
But most of the other ones, I think they did a really good job with. The Ark. They have the Ark. And Teletron one. And they have, like, all these little Easter eggs in it. And it's just awesome. Like, they talk about the Guardians. If you guys know what the... The Guardians.
Ultra Magnus and... Or not Ultra Magnus, Omega Supreme.
Yeah. You just see the shadow of him, and then you get to see him, he's like, ah! And the Guardians didn't want nothing about it. So we don't have city speakers yet. They haven't mentioned those yet. So city speakers are quiet. So we haven't seen that yet. But it was just refreshing just to see this. And also the balance between Decepticon and Autobots with Cybertron.
Yeah.
Because everything was connected to the whole planet of Cybertron. When they sent out this thing killing off all the system of Autobots, the Cybertron that we knew and grew up with started to appear.
Mm-hmm.
You know? No Grimlock yet, which is I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
He'll be there.
I'm fine that I think they're gonna build him. I think they're gonna do it. I have a feeling that Wheeljack is gonna build it. I have a feeling that they're gonna end up in Earth. I don't know. Do you think they're gonna do it in the 80s, or do you think they're gonna do it now?
That's a good question. I mean, that's a really good question. Are they gonna modernize it, or are they gonna make it time travel back to the 80s? Who knows? Like I said, they're pretty much pulling a little bit out of every universe. So
yeah, because Barricade was there too, and that's a Michael Bay guy.
That's what I meant. Barricade, not
Bulkhead.
Bulkhead.
Bulkhead was a big goofy. I do like Bulkhead. He's a big goofy Transformer Prime. He was.
Yeah.
Are you falling asleep in there?
No, I'm always falling asleep.
Oh. I don't have my hammer. I can't smack you.
No, you don't do any good. You'll dent your hammer.
Oh, no, dude, it's a dwarf hammer. It's not going to dent, man. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's magical, too. You losing your thought?
No, I'm not losing my thought. I'm trying to think of the metal there.
It's
vibranium skull.
Where'd you get that?
Too many shots to the head with chairs.
That's it. I'm going to talk to Tony Stank. You probably had something to do with it. But anyways, I think they did a really good job picking Netflix to do it. Netflix is doing a lot of good job with reintroducing old franchises into the new. I like the adult-ish version of it.
Yeah, do a better Thundercats. And
yes.
Better have a good He-Man coming out.
They did have a good Thundercats.
Yeah, but it was
the
on
2011.
Netflix, was it?
No, it was 2011. It was on Cartoon Network.
Well, Netflix should do it.
Yeah, I know, because the 2011 was good, but the toys didn't sell, so they tanked it. And that's what happened with the new He-Man too that we liked. Not the one where he's in space.
Yeah, the 2000.
In 2001, right? So, what are your favorite scenes on the new Transformer Seige? Did you like it? Yes, we know it's not the original voice. Like, Peter Cullen's not doing the original voice. Blah, blah, blah. We know that Frank Whitaker is not doing the original voice. I'm okay with the actors who are doing it. I think that they're pretty good at their portrayal of the characters. Just not Ironhide. I'm not a fan. I don't like the new Ironhide voice. He's got to be more raspberry, more redneck. I feel they dropped the ball on that one. But for the most part, I actually give it... I give it 2 hammers up. I actually enjoy it. And I think that if you're an original fan, you'll love this series, even though it's 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't seen the Constructicons either.
Not yet.
We haven't seen them yet. So there are a lot of we didn't see Rumble either, have we?
Haven't seen any combiners. Haven't seen
No,
Rumble.
no, I haven't seen Rumble. Haven't seen any combos.
I know you're gonna smack me, but we haven't seen Hot Rod yet. Eventually, he's gonna make an appearance.
You know what? I liked it in the Transformer Combiner Awards on YouTube, where he's like, "Here, I'll give back the Matrix. I don't want to be Rodimus Prime no more." He became, Hot Rod again. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, because he couldn't handle the Matrix. Because whatever. Stupid asshole.
They tried holding on to that series with him. They tried reimagining the ball, reinventing the ball, and it
I thought that series was actually pretty good with the Combiners and then the Titans.
Yeah.
But that's another video altogether. Mark Hamill did a really good job as the villain in that, and just seeing the Dinobots combine was amazing.
I have that up there, the Dinobots Combiner.
Yeah, and he's like, he's a Grimlock's like, Dinobots don't get weaker, we get stronger. They all combine. It's freaking amazing. So we don't have any combiners. We don't have any. And Red Alert, I think, is a combiner. He's yeah. Yeah, he's a combiner. He stayed on the planet with Alita 1, which was good because she wasn't on the Ark. Mm. And then they have this 2-headed guy. I don't... do they have the 2-headed guy? No. They had the Gunnicons, though. The Transformer guns. Which was a good homage to... Because that's when they went to Headmasters and all kinds of crazy stuff. But... what would you like to see happen in the new season? They better do a new season.
I know I'm going to catch heat for this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Somehow intermingle 1 or 2 Beast War characters in there.
Oh, no.
Arachnia. And they've done her before. They've mixed her in with the Transformers universe with the cars. So do it again. Like Prime, they had the dragons, the Transformer dragons.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty cool. So maybe introduce some of that stuff. And don't kill off Cliffjumper.
Yeah, stop killing off Cliffjumper. All right, now I'm gonna get heat for this. He's a lot cooler than Bumblebee. I'm sorry, and people all give me crap over it, and I'm like, you know what? In the original series, he almost sniped Megatron. Okay. Remember that? Had him in the sights, and then Hal had to be a little jerk and be like, no, don't do it.
Yeah, don't kill him off.
Yeah, don't kill off. We like Cliffjumper, okay? Did he die? No, he didn't die yet.
Not yet.
He better not.
Not yet.
He better not.
He's kind of like the Kenny of the Transformers.
Now he is, you know? Because when I was watching Bumblebee, I'm like, why are you guys killing him off? I'm like...
They freaking murdered his ass.
Well, they did that in that one. They did him in Transformer Prime.
Yeah, ripped him in half.
No, that was Jazz in the movie.
No, he did get torn in half when he fell down the hole, and then he came back as a half part of him when he was the zombie crawling back up.
Oh
He
yeah,
turned
yeah.
into another zombie. And
They
then
did that too. They were talking about
they killed him
zombies.
again.
Yeah. Stop killing cliff jumper guys, okay? Hasbro, okay? Stop killing them off, man. We like Cliff Jumper. Some of the original fans like Cliff Jumper, okay? Keep them on, please. And if you do the Dynamax, make Grimlock make them the way they used to be,
Yeah.
Like I do like Cyberverse, how I understand like he's intelligent, but when he's in Grimlock form he's stupid. That was okay, but come on, give him more the me Grimlock type. And maybe if you guys can get the original voice actor, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
If you can get Greg to do that, I would really appreciate it, because I don't think we have seen him in any of the original series except for the Combiner Wars, right?
Yep.
Yep. So I would really appreciate that. Anything? Oh, and don't make Spike stupid. All right. If you're gonna make Spike, make him correct. Okay. We know if you're gonna modernize it, that's fine. But don't make him like Wick Wiki. I was not a fan of Wick Wiki.
Oh God.
Were you a fan of Wick Wiki?
I don't like talking about the Michael Bay series because there's only like 3 of them that I enjoyed, and after that, crap.
There was only one of them I enjoyed, and that was the first one. Okay.
Yeah, I saw comedy in the second one that other people didn't see.
Oh yeah, because Devastator really needed balls.
It was still funny.
It was stupid.
It was funny.
It
as
was
hell.
dumb.
The third one was okay, but then after that, it tanked.
Yeah. Okay. So we won't talk about. There's only one movie in my mind, and that's the cartoon series. Maybe I don't know.
Cartoon series, and then Bumblebee, and then
Bumblebee.
the first.
Yes. Bumblebee was really good too.
Yeah.
So, do you think that they shouldn't mention any Unicron? Now, would you like to see other Transformers from other planets besides Cybertron be involved?
I'd like to see some new ones.
I think Windblade would be good in this series. Yeah. I do like her. I think she's a really cool one.
Start introducing some of the ones from the comic books that don't make headway, like bring back Space Train.
Astro
cool.
Train?
Yeah, Astro Train. Bring him back.
He was in the comics?
Oh, he was in the cartoon,
yeah.
and he was in the comics.
Yeah, you could bring... Yeah, because we haven't seen any Triple Chainers yet either.
So bring him back.
So, that... Yeah, Blitzwing was the other guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Transforming Train, that was badass. Please bring that back.
We want to see Astro Train back.
It wasn't Astro Train. This was an actual train that transformed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was huge.
So it wasn't the Triple Changer Astro Train?
Nope. This was an actual transforming train, and it was massive. They released it for Tycho RC. They released the train, which was a big conflict of interest when they did that, because it was half Hasbro, half Tycho. And it didn't transform, but it was a remote control train. Went across the tracks and everything. And it had little Transformer rubber figures. Well, I have a couple of those up there. Because I did have the train, and then I broke it as a kid and feel like an idiot.
Oh, we don't discuss past things of breaking. So check it out, Transfomer Seige. We didn't even tell you all the awesome good stuff. There are some more awesome good stuff, and I think that there are more Easter eggs within the series that we probably didn't even pick up that we probably need to watch again.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch it.
Even though it's so short. So hopefully Netflix, you give us like maybe 10 episodes or like 7 or 8, just not like 6. Give us a little bit more, and continue what you're doing, because you guys are doing good, and don't let us down. Please don't let us down. So I think they're gonna go back to Earth. That's my that's what I feel like. I think that we're gonna see this, but I don't know if they're running now. Do you think they're gonna collect Energon?
Oh, of course. Earth is supposed to be full of Energon.
Yeah, because it has all the energy. Because, well, you saw that cyber... Because they went back to their roots, too, saying that all the Energon is getting depleted, too. Because they're going back to that also. But they're not cubes. They weren't cubes. They were... But I think that was a Decepticon thing, Energon cubes. So, all right. So that's all we have to say about this show. Check it out. Tell me what. Leave a comment here. Who's your favorite Autobot? Who's your favorite Decepticon? Who's your favorite Transformer? Leave the comment below. What's your favorite Transformer series? And what would you guys like to see here? And if you have any questions for this guy, leave a comment below. He's part of the Geek Clan. And you might see some of his alter egos around. Hopefully not. Right now.
Hail Megatron.
Help! No. No.
I am a welder, so I'm going to be in high demand.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not going to squish me.
Oh,
I'm
you sure?
I'm able to repair him when he gets parts of him blown off and everything.
Hell, Grimlock. I mean Optimus. So until then, guys, what other Transformer subjects would you guys like us to talk about? If you like to talk about the comics, this guy knows his comics right here with Transformers. I'm not too fluid in it, but we will do a show for the Geek Clan about comics. And I think that's pretty much show.
You know what I'd like to talk about one of these days?
What?
How Transformers sued GoBots and was able to get that licensing. Think of that, right? Is GoBots came out first.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, they did.
No. I have no recollections
But that
of
would
this
be a
one.
cool subject to bring up.
You do really want to go down that rabbit hole?
Maybe when the guy from Hasbro comes down, he can let us know a couple short things of why they were able to do it.
Because they had more money? Because Transformers was a better concept? They were working with Marvel? You know what I'm saying? So we will, I don't know what subject, maybe we'll talk about Beast Wars.
I love Beast Wars.
I'll talk about Beast Wars. I'll have to watch the whole season again.
Except for Cyber Beast Wars. Not good.
You don't like Beast Machines?
No.
I like Beast Machines. It was actually interesting. We'll talk about that. There's some other geek subjects we'll talk about besides Transformers. Also, guys, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
You're always welcome. Maybe we'll get you one of your alter egos up here again. I know Grim Skull is a little pissed off with that Necromancer. Giving him way too much work to do. And
He'll be back.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I have it on good authority that he'll be back.
Oh, yeah, and the clown is always... Chuckles can come back anytime. His No-Face can stay away. Detective No-Face can stay away. And I haven't talked a lot to Blackjack yet, so I don't know how he's gonna be doing, but well, maybe we'll be talking to him when we had Duke of the Dark Roast. You guys can get him on and talk about wrestling.
Slap him with steel chairs.
Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, thank you for showing. So keep your fandoms and your geekdoms up. And this is Grimlock Stonehammer signing out with
the man behind the paint, Charles Gardner.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy. One more thing before I shut off. I'm sorry to Great Stories about Grant Stonefist interrupting your thing. I apologize for that. He's his own beast, and I'm trying to get him off the YouTube channel. So if he wrote something nasty on your web channel, I'm sorry. I apologize, Underboss. I will try to keep him away from that. Alright, guy? Until then, guys, we'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy your night.